Picture this, Habs faithful. The Montreal Canadiens are locked in a fierce second-round playoff battle against the Buffalo Sabres. Every shift a war, every face-off a battle for survival. Yet even as our Warriors bleed in battle for every precious inch of playoff ice, Kent Hughes is already working the phones, mapping out the next phase of our championship ascent. And a compelling name has emerged from the rumor mill, one that perfectly encapsulates the Canadiens' proven philosophy of identifying undervalued talent and unlocking hidden potential. Connor Zary, a 24-year-old former first-round pick currently buried in Calgary, a player who many believe has barely scratched the surface of what he can become. Let's set the stage with the source of this emerging buzz. In a recent, sharply written article for Daily Faceoff, respected analyst Anthony DiMarco explicitly identified the Montreal Canadiens as a prime candidate to pursue Connor Zary if the Calgary Flames decide to move him this summer. DiMarco's reasoning cut straight to the heart of Kent Hughes' established strategic philosophy. Zary's disappointing 27-point season could make him a trade candidate for Conroy, and Zary would surely be an intriguing piece for a team looking to take a flyer on a young talent in need of a change of scenery. And then DiMarco delivers a comparison that every Habs fan needs to hear. If he's moved, the Montreal Canadiens seem like the type of team that would explore this option, much like they have done with Alex Newhook, Kirby Dach, and Zachary Bolduc in the past. That sentence is everything. It's not random speculation. It's a pattern recognition, an acknowledgement that Kent Hughes has built a genuine, repeatable system for identifying young players who have underperformed in one environment and transforming them into productive, impactful contributors within the Canadiens' culture. This is a blueprint, a proven methodology, and Connor Zary fits his criteria almost perfectly. Let's build the case for Zary by examining his career trajectory with honest, clear eyes. He was selected 24th overall in the 2020 NHL entry draft, a first-round investment that signals significant organizational belief in his potential. As a rookie in 2023-24, he delivered on that promise, posting 14 goals and 34 points in 63 games with the Flames. That is a legitimate, encouraging rookie campaign for a young center still adjusting to the speed and structure of NHL hockey. Then in 2024-25, despite playing only 54 games, he added 13 goals and 14 assists, demonstrating that his offensive instincts remain sharp when he is healthy and on the ice. The 2025-26 season, which produced only 27 points, represents the outlier, the down year that has suppressed his trade value and created the opportunity that Hughes should be aggressively pursuing. The critical question isn't whether Zary has struggled this season. He clearly has. The critical question is why, and whether those reasons are correctable in a new environment. Calgary, despite its talented roster, has undergone significant organizational turbulence over the past 2 seasons. Coaching changes, roster uncertainty, and a team caught between competing now and rebuilding for the future have created an unstable environment for young players trying to establish themselves. Zary, a player who thrives with clearly defined roles and consistent line mates, has been particularly affected by this instability. A change of scenery isn't just a cliche in his case. It's a genuine prescription for revival. Now let's examine the Montreal factor, because this is where the conversation becomes truly exciting. Martin St. Louis has proven himself to be one of the most gifted player developers in the entire National Hockey League. His track record with young forwards is remarkable. He gave Juraj Slavkovsky the freedom and confidence to become a cornerstone player. He helped Cole Caulfield rediscover his lethal offensive instincts after a difficult stretch. He has consistently taken players who were struggling elsewhere and created environments where they can thrive. Zary, with his combination of skating ability, offensive instincts, and two-way potential, is precisely the kind of player who could flourish under St. Louis' empowering, skill-focused system. The roster fit is equally compelling. The Canadiens desperately need depth and reliability down the middle behind Nick Suzuki. While the organization has significant faith in Michael Hage's long-term potential and Oliver Kapanen's development trajectory, neither player is ready to provide consistent, proven NHL-centered depth right now. Zary at 24 bridges that gap perfectly. He could slot into our second or third line as a reliable two-way center, providing the kind of defensive responsibility and offensive contribution that makes every line in our lineup genuinely dangerous. His versatility to play both center and wing gives Martin St. Louis additional tactical flexibility, allowing him to adapt our forward combinations based on matchups and game situations. From a trade cost perspective, this is where Hughes' timing becomes genuinely masterful. Zary's value is at its lowest point right now, suppressed by a difficult season that obscures a legitimate talent underneath. The Flames, facing a roster crossroads and potentially looking to shed salary and accumulate future assets, might be willing to move Zary for a mid-round pick and a depth piece. This is precisely the kind of cost-controlled acquisition that Hughes has executed brilliantly in the past. We're not talking about gutting our prospect pipeline or sacrificing high draft picks. We're talking about a calculated, low-risk investment in a player with genuine, demonstrable upside. Compare this to the approach Hughes took with Alex Newhook, acquired from Colorado when his role was diminishing on a crowded Avalanche roster, or Kirby Dach, who had never quite found his footing in a goal but thrived in Montreal's system before injuries complicated his path, or Zachary Bolduc, identified as a player who needed a fresh start to unlock a potential. The pattern is undeniable and consistent. Hughes sees value where others see disappointment. He identifies talent that has been mismanaged, underutilized, or placed in the wrong environment, and he brings it to Montreal where the culture, the coaching, and the system create conditions for growth. Zary is the next logical candidate for this treatment. The timing of this pursuit also matters strategically. If Hughes waits too long, other teams with similar philosophies will identify the same opportunity and move first. The best time to acquire a player like Zary is precisely when his value is suppressed, when the narrative around him is negative, and when his current organization is motivated to move on. That window exists right now, and it will not remain open indefinitely. So, let's throw the most provocative question of this offseason debate directly at the Habs faithful. Kent Hughes has successfully pulled off the reclamation project playbook multiple times, turning undervalued, underperforming young players into genuine contributors. But every strategy has its limits. If you're Hughes, do you pursue Connor Zary aggressively this summer, betting on a Montreal effect to unlock his potential, or has this particular playbook been run enough times that the risk of another disappointment outweighs the potential reward? Is Zary the next Newhook, or is he a cautionary tale about the ceiling of reclamation projects? Drop your hottest take in the comments, and let's get this debate absolutely electric. As we continue battling through the playoffs and simultaneously planning our championship roster for next season, the Connor Zary conversation perfectly illustrates why Kent Hughes is one of the most fascinating and innovative general managers in the entire league. Every move is calculated, every risk is measured, and every bet is placed on the most powerful force in hockey development, the Montreal Canadiens culture. If this analysis fires up your passion for the Bleu, Blanc, et Rouge, smash that like button and subscribe right now. We are covering every rumor, every trade, every bold move on our path to the Stanley Cup. Habs Nation, we are building something genuinely unstoppable, and the best is absolutely still to come.